Welcome to Moonlight Truths Tarot. I am here, Mama Soul Lily, to answer the ancestral call. The ancestors want to communicate about what we may need to surrender. Do keep in mind, this is still a general message of the collective ancestors. What is said here is not all etched in stone. Take what is for you, leave the rest for someone else. So, let's clear the air. Ashe, Om, Amen. Supreme Creative Source, Ancient of the Ancient Ancestors of our greatest good. What is the message that needs to be communicated to the collective individuals at this time in regards to the surrender? But they're saying, but first, let's get some cards that can be some characteristics or energy of them, or possibly their zodiac or something of that nature. The Sun, Leo. Some of you, the ancestor is a child. Capricorn. I'm hearing also possibly a co-worker. And we also have a grandmother that is also here, as well as a mother. The Empress. The Capricorn, or the one that you may have been employed with or collaborated in a few endeavors, and Leo, or the child. This can be the inner child within you that they may be saying also that you may need to collaborate with to bring in your nurturing abundance and what it is that you may need, that you may need, or what you're trying to obtain within your possessions, because there's a strong emphasis as well within the surrender. So those are possible characteristics, attributes that can be for the ancestors of the collective. However, it is not limited to, okay? It is not, I got too much. It is not limited to. Capricorn also can be a father. So there could have been a grandmother, a mother, a father, or a co-worker, or a child. Or the person could have been a Leo, I emphasize. What is it that we, the collective individuals, ancestors of our greatest good and highest vibrations, what is it that you see that needs to be addressed at this time in regards to the release, the shedding, the dissolving, or the letting go, so that we can come into the expansion? Collective ancestors. Whoa. Then they said face down, so let's put these face down. I'm gonna put them up there. Let's see what we have, fam. Surrender to divine timing. So some of you may have been trying to orchestrate a few things, you know, put some plans into actions with the Three of Pentacles being here. And you just keep trying to figure out, when is this explosion going to take place? When is this fire going to ignite the things that I've been working so hard and putting in? When am I actually going to have my fruit, you know, my cornucopia? When am I going to be able to sit down and relax? When am I going to have my material gain and my abundance? Surrender to divine timing. Go make sure my daughter was not running amok, because it's the wee hours, but it's the rising time for them, but it's nighttime for me, but I'm still up working because they're trying to get me ahead of myself. Anywho, maybe too much information, but that's my truths, okay? But this divine timing, the plan, because this Three of Pentacles is like, it's like kind of the center focus to these two major arcanas. You know, the Sun is a major arcana and the Empress is a major arcana. But I'm trying to, this is not it. I just heard that. This is not it. They want to go into this a little bit. I have these here. Are these the ones? It says, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. if the goal is not manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient. Don't you have to be patient for what? For the birth of the project to be born? The gestation process? And trust in the divine timing for when it's supposed to hatch and blossom? I hear stop rushing the course of time. Let me put my little herbal cigarette up. What else do we need to see in the surrendering? Because it seems like a need for control, but fast enough. Lacking patience, wanting it to happen, knowing there's a process to everything, but just still wanting what is wanted or desired. What is wanted and what is desired. The Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning foundations, the beginning structures. This is kind of like some of you are at the beginning stages and you're really wanting things to kind of move ahead a little bit. And it's nothing wrong with that. But it's like you have to put that pride or put that ego over on the side and allow the alchemist, the one, to actually orchestrate what is needed for you within the universe, within your ancestors, your guides. Some of you are only at the beginning of a particular structure or plan. You haven't even given it enough time. And I'm hearing some of you haven't given it enough nurturing attention the way that you actually need to, but yet you want a particular result without putting in the work. And that's not how it works. You have to take so many steps towards the divine, to source, to the ancestors. Yeah. And then let the ancestors source do their magic. Let the universe do its magic. But you have to trust in physical things and the signs that show up. So certain timing, what I'm getting is certain timing where certain opportunities have showed up. But it's like something had you preoccupied that you didn't see it when it was physically there before you. Because I'm seeing this Three of Pentacles with this Ace of Pentacles that's making something that's held on to, like missed. The Four of Pentacles, a missed opportunity. So some of you may be trying to make haste with certain business plans or certain endeavors here. Because this is about money, the money houses, and Venus. Because Venus, Taurus, and Libra. And then the money house, Mars and Scorpio. There's Mars. But this says Capricorn. Anything else, Supreme Ancestors? I was raised good in the highest vibrations before I conk out. Because I'm on low fuel. Fall at the bottom, okay? Okay. What's needed to reflect on to the surrender of time for the need of control? They said you gotta get in the habit of picking sometimes, okay? Five of Cups. What's needed to reflect on? Five of Cups. See, that's why, because I be thinking I be fucking up when I go and pull the cards, because it's not exactly what I need to, what I feel like I need. But this is past disappointments. What you need is to reflect and ponder on some of the past disappointments with the Ace, the missed opportunities. And now that's maybe why the ancestors is trying to tell you, you know, it's like a slow down, you know, because things aren't manifesting. Your goals are not happening as fast as you want because there was times before, you know, so it's like reflecting on the times before when you let time get away from you, when you let the signs and synchronicities, those opportunities to get away from you. But you still cannot rush the process. So it's almost like the reflection is for you to ponder on how to accept it, how to get over those, how to reinforce, how to bring new light into those emotions through missed opportunities. Ancestors. I feel it here. I'm taking it. Oh. The Tower. The actions. The clarity. The resolution. Which is that action. That spontaneous action. So some of you are waking up and moving on your spontaneity without clear, precise directions. And maybe you're missing the opportunities that way because you're not in that divine timing within alignment. And maybe that's why you may sometimes feel that you're constantly back at the drawing board. I'm hearing that there is and there are, was, working through. Okay, those are three different. Is, were, is, yeah, are, was, or were. Something like that. Working through. Some of you are working through the decluttering, trying to get sense, come to clarity, in how to move forward, how to surrender to divine trust and divine flow, how to become and be more patient in your building process. Anything else, ancestors? I know it. This is what you have forgotten. So basically, what they need you to know. Whoa, bud. What you have forgotten are your offerings. As you have journeyed along your physical road, some of you have forgotten to leave offerings. Some of you have done certain work within magic, but you rushed the universe. You told the ancestors, you told your guides, no, now. And you still have given no physical offering. This is for someone here specific. And some of you need to come to bring forth an offering unto all that is, has been, and always will be. The offering. I'm going to keep this one, these two, I'm putting those back. The offering, the physical offering. So something was taken. Structures were taken with this tower here. Those were cause and effect behind the plans and actions, the ancestors are saying. Because you didn't set a solid foundation in giving forth the offerings that can be as simple as giving forth thanks and gratitude. Giving forth the gratitude presents this right here. This is no more missed opportunities. This is open doors. Some of you may have forgotten how to open the proper doors. Have forgotten how to open the doors to patience, truth, flow. And I'm even hearing the mind to ponder, to consider the reason why certain things have not worked out yet within one's favor. And, they said the pig in the bag. What the heck is a pig in the bag? The pig in the bag, y'all. What the heck is the... Okay, hold up. What is the pig in the bag? If that is specific for someone, please let me know in the comment. Just put an emoji. Well, no, pig in the bag and emoji, and you know, give me a little insight on that. But a pig in the bag, that's like a big meal, huh? That pig, because I'm seeing if it's another animal. That's a lot of meat, but that's pearls on swine. Somebody want some pig? Okay, because I'm having some conflict here. So it kind of feels like either or they want you to put the pig in the bag, stop eating the pig, and or you may not eat that type of stuff, and but they want you to give forth an offering of that pork chop aside, smothered in some gravy and onion, on top of some, I don't eat it, but anywho, I'm just giving some ideas. Anywho, and you won't do it. You won't do it. You're being a little stubborn. Oh. This is the concluding 2355. It may change. It will change. I am delusional. The open doors. You're really working me. The offering. The giving. The offering. The consideration of the offer. Okay? The consideration of the offer. This influence feels like taking the lead with Leo being here. There's Leo again. The influence of the sun, of your soul. So it's just like whatever your creative mind can come up with. The influence. It's whatever your creative mind can come up with is a welcomed offer to the ancestors. I'm hearing even if it's just a simple letter. And what's on the other side of this open door? If we are able to release the need for control of time. What's on the other side of the door? Whoa. I don't know how that went down. The spleen. Look at the heart. With the sacral. And the root. The spleen. It's making me feel like purification. Cleansing. It's almost like on the other side of the door, like a disbursement. Because the spleen, yeah, because the liver, the gallbladder, and it goes through the spleen. Into the pancreas, or is it the pancreas into the spleen? Something like that. Detoxification, cleansing, healing. But this feels heart excitement. But I need something else with that. What else with this on the other side of the door in the spleen? Deliverance. This is cleansing. Deliverance. Certain routines and cycles will be done. Movement on your new path, your new journey, your new foundation to be built. This is becoming, it feels like on the other side of the door is a level of mastery and even self-control. Being able to be within flow without pushing and putting out resistance or mixed signals to the divine and to the ancestors. This is also deliverance within clarity to better understand why things were happening within your life or around you that could have been some unfortunate detours or unfortunate emotions that you've had to experience. But it's really definitely freeing you from the opportunities that you have let you pass by. I mean, that you know what I mean? That you have let pass you by. So this is like a freedom within your soul. It's not, well, yeah, it's still a liberation. It's like a merit or like a revealing. Yeah, that's how it is. A revealing, the revealing of your soul. There's something that's going to reveal of your soul that you haven't seen or wasn't so noticeable at one point is what they are saying. There's the spleen, the gut, the solar plexus. Trust your gut. Earth. Trust your gut. Trust your instincts. Follow your promptings so you don't keep missing those opportunities. Okay? Be patient with the divine. If you put out certain things, you got to be patient. You got to remember to give forth gratitude. You got to remember to give forth offerings. You know, if whether you like it or not, if you're feeling or you're perceiving a particular thing that you're feeling inside of you, that gut feeling to go fix them pork chops or to go fix them salmon cakes or whatever it is that you don't get down with, it's not for you. You know, give reverence, give due, give offering, you know, show your gratitude holistically, so these doors can actually open up for you to where you can be holistic, because that deliverance with Virgo, now remember, any of these signs that I call out can be, but we got Leo strong here, okay? But Virgo within your health, holistically, your wealth, you know, your 3 towers, your 3 tiers, I mean, mind, body, soul, spirit, your emotions, all of that. Anyways, I'm rambling now, 30:33, but the time may change. However, I think we're done here, Supreme. Are we, ancestors? I gotta check first, because me and my little earth body be trying to run. I'm not even on front. I be trying to run, and I'm extremely exhausted. And it seems like the ancestors really enjoy my body to channel when I'm in this state of in between, that euphoric, sleepy, lucid, wobbly type thing. But is there anything else? There's a lot in this energy, they say. There's a lot of you that are facing and dealing with challenges physically and getting things started in whatever your specific area is within you. Ashe. There's someone very, someone's trying to come through. There's a particular, is this an image? What is this? I'm just holding the cards because I'm waiting for the clarity. And if something pop out in the meantime, it's like that. It's like it's scattered, but I can see something in it. Maybe you want me to look in the crystal ball? Is that what y'all want? Y'all want me to scry in the crystal ball? #22, grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace in all that you do. Some of you have truly earned it. Some of you have truly earned it. And you're really in the belly and seeing the wrongs and what it is to make hasty decisions and choices, and who you also have involved within your life that's created these disappointments. They say we're not done. Are y'all serious? That stop, that start, are you serious? You know, it's because that's kind of like when you get diverted, or when you think something's coming through and then it doesn't, and then you put a rush. So it's like, are you serious? That's also a message within this collective consciousness of the ancestors. But there's a specific, and there's a card, but I don't know. It really feels like somebody wants to describe themselves more. I don't know why. For those of you that have an awareness of an ancestral presence, some of your askings need, some of you may need to ask, and some of you may need to ask more details. I hear, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. That's what I just heard. So until next time, my beautiful souls, I'm going to bed. Ciao. They don't, I know. But I'm so ready to go. I humbly apologize, but my physical body is like, I am ready to go to bed, ladies. But thank you for allowing me to share the space with you this night for me, this rising for others. But it's always a pleasure for me to bring forward the messages, whether it's from the ancestors or whether it's from the belly of our shadows and our traumas, or maybe even from the situations within our life as a whole. it's truly a pleasure for Mama Soul Lily to be here, and for Christelle. I'm gonna say it's a pleasure for Christelle, the Earth and Hollow, to be here as the vessel for Mama Soul Lily and Grandma Spider. And once again, if you have truly made it through this far and you were able to make sense of some of my ramble, I humbly appreciate you wholeheartedly. And until next time, remember, release the need for control over time and when something is supposed to show up. And until next time, good night.